Hey, so we're playing Pan Shadow. What appears to be the first time I've played it all season. So I guess we'll just use our extra gold to grab this thing. Okay, we're not going to win the fight, right? Because you can't really win a fight with... Um, you can't win a fight with a Minotaur, right? It's never going to survive, so this isn't going to do anything. But what can you do? We're really hoping on turn 2 we basically get an extra character. If we see any evil character, we'll grab that, plus something else. Well, we don't. Okay. But, we will spend our gold, and we get a spell cast. We're playing against Fallen Angel. Obviously not the ideal start, but we did get to cast a spell, so we did get a proc. We did make a little use of that. And Minotaur's not bad if we're going to be buying evil characters, which we, might because of Pan Shadow. Yeah, first time all season, though, is pretty strange. I think Pan Shadow's pretty reasonably strong, so I've picked a lot weaker things. I wonder if I just didn't... Is it a free one? I wonder if I just didn't have it owned for a good amount of the time. I'm really not sure. Or maybe I just prefer other things. Stuff to tell with me. Oh wow. Tough attack. We're gonna take some... Oh, did they... They drop out and we still lost? That was not our best work. um, hmm. So... So these all say they cost 1. They actually cost 2 for the most part. We're going to buy... I think a Mim is usually really strong. And then I'm going to cast this. Well, we got the one I was not really hoping for. I think in general I want the Minotaur more. But I'm going to walk here and grab the cat first. Because this gives us a guaranteed evil character to buy, which is nice. I think it also makes us as strong as possible for this round. Oh, we're going to lose this fight because this actually loses all its attack when this thing dies. We needed to get attacked in the other order. That's tough. So, this is tough. To win the fight, we want Cat's Call. We want to buy an evil character each round. We're going to buy the Minotaur. I kind of want the prized pig. Although we sort of want that if we're going to win the fight. Otherwise we could just get... We could get Tiny and Cat's Call. Or sorry, Kitty and Cat's Call. It probably helps us win the fight. It doesn't feel like we're very strong yet. Maybe we should just be rolling, but we can't buy anything. I did want to buy the pig. I didn't lock it. I don't know, maybe we should have locked it. I just wasn't sure enough. This actually works out fairly well for them because they're probably going to get... Oh, they will 100% get the double XP. They'll lose the fight badly, but they don't care. If you get 3 XP around, you don't care what you, how the fights go, for the most part. Let's grab this, we'll see what we get. Ooh, so Ring of Meteors is tempting, but it kills our entire board. Yeah, we're just gonna grab this one. Wow, yeah, that is really something. Ooh, so we could grab this one. Next turn, grab that. Does that work for us? Kinda. Or do we want this to be an 8-8 next turn when we buy this? No, we'll buy it. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to grab this next turn and make this an 8-8 on the turn we buy that. Ooh, that's a tough one for us. It's unsurprising the thing that kills most of our board is a tough one, but I figured I'd let you all know anyways. So yeah, unfortunately we don't get the gold here. But yeah, we'll cast this. We'll grab this thing. We definitely did those in the correct order, so if anyone was gonna mention anything about that being really stupid, don't bother. But yes, obviously we probably should have gotten the buff on that one. Can skip. Well, we're level 4, they're level 4. They're probably ahead of us in XP, but we're both at level 4. Which means that, you know, we're on pretty solid footing. Our priority here is just getting big range attacks, trying to win the fight to get the extra XP. We don't have a great board, I'd say. We do have the 5-5 this round. This, you know, this gives us a big temporary advantage every fight. You know, it's actually probably worth it. Is it worth it to buy? Yeah, if we're trying to win a round, buying a billy goat seems worth it. We can put it in place of maybe this tree. How does this have 6? Oh, from the Minotaurs. Yeah, we'll try that just to get the buff. We're trying to win the round, so getting something that has a slightly bigger seems worthwhile. They do have a Juliet combo. We had a poor attack there, unfortunately. That's a nice attack for us, though. It looks like we will win this, just barely, but we count those. I actually think it's possible that swapping in the billy goat was a difference maker. Against Wonder Weddle, usually very strong. I do love Gingerbread Party, I'm gonna try that. 1-4, which means we're not super interested in buying a ton of stuff on this round. I think we'll always buy a Medusa, especially a buffed Medusa. What if we want to cast the End next turn? It's a cheap, well, yeah, I guess it's basically a average price XP, right? But can't get it this turn. Next turn we're gonna hit 5 though. There's some really nice evil 5 drops we might be interested in buying, and we're only gonna have 9 gold, which means that we only have 9 gold, which means that this one not grow when we cast this. I feel like it was an 8-8 last turn. It might just not have grown. Unless I'm just being dumb. We don't have a lot of rolling. We don't have a lot of numbers or chances to roll, so we don't want to mess around and with goofiness really. Okay, so we're gonna get just rained on by this thing, so we are gonna lose this round. Don't take too much damage, but we are on the lower end of the board still. I think we're gonna buy the sheep. We want something a little bigger. This is moving towards an upgrade. I'll buy it. It gets a big buff this turn. Ooh. We do have some mages. This is likely to slay if we get this. What happens if we buy all the mages, right? Buy this. Buy this. I actually didn't realize this was a mage. I was just sort of excited. We're done with the kitty, I think. Putting this up here. Put the good one in. Yeah, this is just... Oh, it was getting buffed because of the Minotaurs? Maybe we added or subtracted a Minotaur without me noticing? It's weird that something would slip by me, right? That doesn't make a ton of sense. And then we cast on... I wonder if we even care about this cat or if we just prefer this thing. But we'll cast on the range character. Okay, so that did get buffed, so I was just making stuff up. Don't worry about me. And yeah, I think maybe we'll go into like a mage build or maybe just into a whatever this is right now. If we see some books, maybe we'll go into that. But if we see mummy, we'll grab whatever in terms of those type of things. Okay, so they have this giant ranged character in addition to their normal size range character. So I think we. Oh wow, and they just sniped our guy. Ooh, and they. Wow, they got some nice targeting. Wow, another person with quiver, and they had monster range. That's interesting. So we're taking the mummy. We're buffing our backliner. Trooper Cop is interesting. It does give us a buff for this turn. I don't know if that's worth it. I think we need to find more 5-drops. Well, these are a nice set of 5s. It's possible I should just grab that one. Okay, we're gonna grab this. Sell the Minotaurs. This is actually a nice one to grab on this turn as well, because we're against a ghost. Do we have any slays? We do have one slay. I think we just want fancy pants. I wish we had more slays. So, getting the buff, although I think, do they have nothing? Do they sell their whole? No, they had 2 things when I saw them. So what are the 2 things we want buffed the most? Let's put this first. And this second. I guess they'll get the second attack, so it won't matter. But hopefully we'll get a slay plus a, some buffs. Oh, we actually got double buff on our slay character. So we got +4 +0, which is nice. I don't think we need an apple tree here. We'll grab a mem, we'll grab the 2 gold. Ooh, Runestone seems interesting. We're not close to a 5-drop, but I can see us getting one. I like buffing Medusa. We also like to cast spells here. Okay, so, ooh. Okay, I mean, Copycat is probably not correct here, but it is of some interest to me. I was just thinking we could double trigger our things, but yeah, we're not super in the market for that. We're gonna hit 6 next turn. We just want to buy whatever 6 we can. We're not. They're at 5 still. How are people doing? 1 at 6, 2 at 6, 3 at 3 at 6. I think we got the double XP 1 turn, right? Off the Wish Upon a Star. I think that might be the only XP we've had. I know that Gwen, she knighthooded the Adventurer, it looked like, and she got a full level off of us. So she's probably pretty strong. We have a decent strength board, although it's one of those boards that's a lot better if you're ahead, right? The mummies are really, really good if you're ahead, not so spectacular if you're just sort of equal, although Medusa's always good. And we're sort of growing our backline, although not super fast. This is not that big yet. The Mim is bigger than, I think, because we got the 5/5 bonus, and we got a 2/2 permanent, 5/5 temporary. But yeah, we'll see how this one goes. We're basically just buying, the best. Oh wow, that was a tough one. Oh, they're gonna get a mummy. Oh, that does grow all our stuff. But yeah, that was something. Okay, Lancelot doesn't grow by enough. Trooper, we're looking for 6-drops, or mummies, I guess. It gets big and it gives us a 6-drop treasure. So it feels like Magic Sword is usually the best. But doubling your attack row might be better here. I really like. I'm a big proponent of that character I just bought that I forget the name of. Nope, it wasn't a character either. We sort of want to buy this thing. Are we just in a position where we're putting the cat back in. Casting the spell. Yeah, I think we are. Just to get the buffs. And do we just want to make this... Mummy's good, but we could just make it into an upgraded 6 here? I think that might be better. Could all make this into an upgraded 4. We have a lot of options in terms of what we make into an upgraded what, but... Do we like this attacking so late? Probably not, right? What if we do like this? Get the mummy out early. Let it try to take out people's back lines. Oh, yeah, they're going to grow quite a bit. The mummy is going to prove rather ineffective against this type of board, I think. Okay, so we lose, but we do take a little less damage, although we're still probably in one-shot range. Yeah, let's see what 6 we get, right? That's gonna be better. So we already cast a spell for the turn. So Hercules is interesting. It gives us a decent shot at a 6-drop treasure, but it's in like 2 turns. It is the first thing we buy, right? So it goes to a 23, 29, so it needs to take 2 hits. I think that might be a chance we need to take. Again, it's definitely a chance, right? It's like 20, yeah, 29.58 is what I was trying to get at. And we want this at the end. Something along these lines. I'd say we're not super strong. We're playing against someone who might have been at 6 for a long time. Is it correct just to... This is probably slightly stronger. Right? Yeah, probably a little stronger. And we want to maximize strength, because if we die, we die. If we lose, we die, I guess. Was that Juliet? If that was the Juliet, that's not bad for us. I mean, we still might lose, but taking out things in the right order at least is a little bit of a benefit. I think we got them here, right? Yeah, wow. And I think our Hercules triggered. Oh, so they really want us to buy this magic sword. I mean, I don't think they're wrong. It's just, I don't know what we're doing here. Probably looking for a dragon. You know, I don't think we're surviving long enough for the fancy pants to be better. We could just take a 5-drop. 5-drop treasure. We really want to find a dragon. Oh, is there any way we can get a Bearstein here? We need to sell 3 things. 1, 2, 3. We sell 4 things, right? Can I count? No, I can't count. Let me answer that for you. Bearsteins do make these things giant. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to try to buy next turn. This might be dumb, but a lot of stuff we're doing is dumb at this point. I don't know if you noticed that. I'm guessing you folks at home picked up on that. You guys are usually pretty good about it. Okay, the more stuff that dies before we get the spawn. Although, oh, it's not going to spawn in the 100 spot. Looks like we still have this though, right? Yeah. Oh wow, so here's our dragon. We can buy one of these. And then do we sell these 4 on the bench to get the second one? Yeah, probably. I hate selling Medusa. Maybe we just sell a Mim instead then, right? Okay, so the hope is that the dragon takes out, a lot of stuff. And the dragon doesn't have a ton of health, so we're fine with it just like dying. I mean, hopefully they don't just take out our backline, right? If they take out our backline, we get a lot weaker. We really need these spawns to be buffed. And no way, Medusa might be just better than the ranged at this point. That's not hard to believe. So yeah, if we get the first attack and take out their backline and if our backline's alive and theirs isn't, we're gonna win the fight, I think. If the opposite's true, we're gonna lose. They managed to take out a Medusa very early, which is not in line with what we're hoping for. But we will get some spawns here. They got some buffs, but we get some spawns. Ooh, sheeping our spawners. Rough for us. We do win the fight, but we don't take them out. That was a tough sheep for us. Okay, top 3 though. We're getting somewhere. Pumpkin has to be good here, right? We have 3 evil spawns. 3/6 evil drops. So any chance Echo Wood in the back, Pumpkin up front? Problem with Pumpkin up front is we get... Yeah, I don't think we have room for that. We're gonna grab an apple. I wonder if this second is just good enough. We only have, I guess 4 spawns is probably fine. Medusa is good, it's just not... Medusa does die earlier, which might make it better. We're just getting a 3-drop out of this, but a 3-drop up front is still pretty strong, and it increases the chances of having something in front of this magic sword. Yeah, we're gonna go with it. Might be stupid. Everything I'm doing might be stupid, but we're hoping it's not quite stupid enough. A lot of it's, if we get the first attack and our backline survives, we're in good shape. If not, we get way, way weaker. Taking out a Romeo before the Juliet dies is great. So they're not quite going to get their 6-drop either. Their treasure. So yeah, we get another spawn in the 100 slot, which means it trades with anything. We actually probably take them out here, right? Yeah, we do. Do 11 to them, nice. So, that was really nice, obviously. We won the fight. Took someone out. Oh, we got first? Did they lose to a clone? Wow, okay, so get first place with Pan Shadow. Someone I hadn't played much at all. Apparently at all this season. So 1 in a row. Obviously what happened was we got really nice treasures. I'm not actually sure how we got both of these. Because we upgraded a mummy, right? And then we did the True Love's Kiss into this one? Did we have a 6-drop that we sold? Wow, how do I never know what happened in these games? What 6-drops would we have sold? It was wild. My memory being terrible is really something. Because we didn't triple any of these. I honestly can't remember, team. Sorry. But you basically used Dog Contract to really keep us afloat in the mid-game. And then once we found the pigs and got the sword, it turns out, and we had a Mim, we had like an upgraded Mim, even an unupgraded Mim for a long time, but with the sword it just meant that your pigs just get so big and they can just trade so well. And then we brought the magic sword saying we were looking for a dragon, saw the dragon. I think we locked a shop with 2 Bearsteins, bought actually a little dragon, and got the dragons to spawn in that spot on the next shop when we came out of the fight. So very, very lucky is what I'm saying. But overall, I mean, I think we played this well, and we were very vulnerable to a lot of things. We have a lot of low health units, not quite 10 back here, so we wouldn't have died to like a lightning bolt, but there's quite a few things that had they had they had a dragon and just taken out our 2 Bearsteins, we get a lot weaker. Obviously you have to do that though, right? It's not automatic. Having vulnerabilities doesn't mean you're going to lose the fights, but we did get a little bit lucky that no one attacked those vulnerabilities, especially to the extent that we attacked, with the dragon, we attacked some other people's vulnerabilities. Like the last fight, we took out one Romeo before it got the chance to spawn a Juliet. That's a big deal. I think we took out some court wizards. I don't know what we took out the fight before that. But again, I've said, a lot that disrupting the backline is very, very strong. And I think we showed it here. And we also just showed, I mean, spawners plus singing. We had the chance for magic sword the first time, and I took singing swords instead. And I think that really paid off. It gives you so much attack across all your units. If you have a good boy or a dragon, then maybe magic sword is better. But singing swords is so strong. I'm always happy with singing swords, and it's hard for it not to be good. Doubling your attack is, it's always double, right? And it was huge here. And Dark Contract, I think, was really good here. It really, really kept us alive throughout the mid game. It's great when even when you're tripling things, they get the extra +5 that turn. When you buy it, just at some point we were able to buy a Billy Goat just for 2 gold and have it be a 9/9 for a turn. Or like a 9, it might have been a 9/8 because maybe it was getting like a Minotaur buff or something wacky. But I think it helped us win a fight. So, that type of thing. So, I've been really liking Dark Contract when I've seen it. We're playing Pan Shadow, which encourages us by evil characters, so obviously, there's something there, but it seems very strong when I've had the chance to use it. So, I don't think it's considered that strong usually, so just something to think about. You're always trying to find things that, this isn't so especially with treasures, right? It's not a game with things, with the shops in general, finding things that are undervalued is really useful. With the treasures, maybe not so much. If you just take the strongest treasure available, you're usually in good shape. You don't have to compete with other people because multiple people can have the same treasure. I think I think everyone can have the same treasures. I don't think there's any competition there, as far as I know. But I think if you take one and they get rid of it, maybe you can't get it back or something. There's some mechanics to it that I'm not quite up to date on. But yeah, good to get a win. I do like Pan Shadow. We didn't get a great early curve, but we figured it out eventually.